Hey everyone, welcome back to
5 Minute Eats, and we're in the midst of Chili Week here on 5 Minute Eats, and today we have got one from one of the more recognizable names in the canned soup genre. This is the Campbell's Chunky Chili with Beans. It is a 15.25 ounce container of it for $3.27, making it 21 cents per ounce, which is middle of the road for the week.
So Campbell's, you know, when you think of soup, you definitely think of Campbell's, but you think of their chicken noodle soup and all this other stuff, but
Yeah.
I never knew they made chili.
I did not either until I started shopping for this week.
And taking a look at this thing looks very soupy. This bowl is full compared to yesterday's, which was Meyer.
Yeah.
So it looks pretty good.
Yes, I agree. And this also, interestingly, has like some veggies in it. It's got green and red bell peppers, and I think like onions also, but you don't typically see the peppers in a canned chili.
So beautiful packaging. It really sticks out. Looks like a premium chili.
Yeah.
And guys, if you're new to our channel, basically we review everyday grocery items. So before you spend your hard-earned money, let us tell you if it's worth it. Now, thing is, man, what do you think? Because it's not really up your alley.
Yeah, well, I mean, I sometimes have chili just like as a soup as opposed to putting it in like a bun. But I think that as long as the flavor is good, I'm down with that.
Now, it smells like every other chili, so even though it has some extra stuff in it.
I do feel like it has a nice like kind of warm spice flavor or scent.
Let's go for it.
If you'd like to support this channel, the easiest way to do that is using our Amazon links the next time you shop there.
All right, guys, welcome back. Our rating system. Thumbs up, right again, thumbs down, we would not. So for me, this is a thumbs down. This thing was very weird, and I now know why Campbell's is not really known for their chili, because this thing, it was very soupy. It was just too much liquid, man, just way too much. I feel like this was not really a chili. It was just like liquid with some beans in it.
It's a bean soup.
Bean soup, yeah, exactly, with some beef in it. And the problem is,
And pork, apparently.
is it really? Yeah.
Yes, it says beef and pork crumbles.
So the crumbles is a problem because there's not a lot in there. There's very little. And I also feel like it's not tender. So it really just, you know, when it's chili, you want more meat and you want it to be tender, in my opinion. And this doesn't have that. This is pretty much just a bean soup. Now, I did notice the green peppers in there. That was great. I liked the liquid soup. The beans were all right. This is just a very like sad chili, man. Campbell's should not make this anymore. They gotta really just maybe go back to the drawing board. Just instead of trying to make something, you know, different, how about just stick with the classic version of chili, right? Thumbs down.
If you like what we're doing here, please consider sending us super thanks. It helps us continue to provide more amazing content. That is interesting. For me, this one is going to be a thumbs down. This was really off. It was not really like a chili at all. It really is a soup. And I get it that chili is kind of a soup, but I would argue that chili is not entirely soup-like, akin to like chicken noodle soup. It's more of almost like an entree main dish kind of meaty meal. It's not really soup in my opinion. This is soup for sure. It is 90% beans, and the one thing that I'll say about that is that I do feel like because they use the red kidney beans, it did make for a more like kind of creamy bean experience.
So when you say it's 90% beans, what do you mean? Are you saying?
I mean, compared to the meat, yeah.
Okay.
Like it's 90% beans, 10% meat, and then the soup. You know, the liquidy part of the soup. But the solid form of the soup is beans mostly.
Yeah, it was really just like huge disappointment because I thought beautiful packaging, it's Campbell's, they're really gonna bring it. Only thing I will say is that everything was seasoned well. Like there was potential there. I just think that like they try to reinvent chili.
Yes, and I feel like the seasoning was pretty good. I liked the creaminess of the beans. They weren't as like dry on the interior as the Meyer ones, but the freaking meat, it is minuscule little teeny tiny crumbles. And then at that, there's hardly any in there. And they were really chewy, like very chewy meat. And the fact that, I get it, it doesn't say beef on the front, but I would assume that something like this would have beef. And then you look at the back and it's like, oh, by the way, beef and pork crumbles, which wouldn't be so bad if it was actually good, but it's not.
To sum it up, thumbs down, thumbs down. And if you guys buy from Amazon, use our Amazon link. The reason is when you do that, we get 10 cents, 50 cents, possibly even $1, which means we can continue to review things.
All right, guys, that's the video. If you like what we're doing here, definitely check out our other channel, Food Prep Inc. And don't forget to give us a like and subscribe.